What's up guys, Humble RC here. Today we have a really exciting video. We are going to be custom painting the Freewing Mirage 2000. I'm so excited for this. We are going to be doing the Chevaliers, sorry if I said that wrong, Chevaliers livery. I'll put the picture on the screen. I'm super excited for this. So without further ado, let's get right into the video and go through the steps on how I do it. All right guys, the first thing that I did was tape up that canopy, of course. I did the wheels. Since I don't have a stand right now, I need to make another one. I did these 2 decals on the wings since those are kept in on the paint scheme. So without further ado, let's get to the paint. So before we paint this, I'm gonna be using 2X Rust-Oleum satin clear coat for it before we apply the black coat on this bird. So without further ado, let's just get that on. All right guys, so now we're going to apply Rust-Oleum black coat for the main coat of the plane. So without further ado, let's get that started. Forgot to tape off the probe, tip of the probe. All right guys, so what we did was we taped up the decal that we're gonna do. It's going to be sort of like a lightning bolt. So we're going to be using the Rust-Oleum 2X poppy red satin color. So let's just get this decal on. Look at this, y'all. She's looking beautiful right now. You got the dog in the background. We're definitely gonna need some touch up on the wings. Still got a little bit of tape right here. Definitely gonna need some black paint. Leak through a little bit because of gaps in the tape, but otherwise it looks really good. So without further ado, let's just get up to the other side and get that done real quick. All right, y'all, this is how she's looking after day 1. So we weren't able to finish today. We're most likely gonna just have to finish tomorrow. We did get the stripe. We're gonna need a bit of a touch up there with all the paint and stuff. So yeah, it's not really that big of a deal. That's an easy fix. So hopefully day 2 we get it done, just what I'm hoping. We also got some red we gotta put right here. But yeah, that's really it for the day 1. So let's just go to day 2. All right, y'all, we're back. Day 2. We got her flipped upside down. Some details I did was the tail. I added a white stripe on the top of the red. I touched up one side of the stripe, which I'm gonna have to do later on the other side. But for now, we're just gonna do the bottom coat black. And yeah, let's just fast forward that. All right, first we're gonna do the clear coat, and then we're gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna do the crayon black coat on the bottom. So we're gonna do the same thing that we did on the top. All right, guys, she's all painted black. As you can see here, we got the gear doors. We got them red. We might do a white stripe on it, but I'm not too sure about that. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for this to dry and see what else we gotta do. All right, guys, now that we got the bottom coat done, I'm going to tape up the sides over here for the stripes that we did on the top. So we're just gonna do that real quick, and we'll get the paint in that. All right, y'all, now let's get this side. All right, y'all, this is how the bottom's looking. I think it's looking pretty good. Here, I did a little design since the bottom was a little messed up. I rubbed my finger along. I sprayed little dots, rubbed my finger along, just so I can get that little pattern. I think it looks pretty good. I figured I'm not gonna do the Sprite, just touched up the stuff with some black paint. So yeah, that's pretty good. So we're gonna get the decals on, hopefully cut them out. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do with that yet. We'll figure it out, but let's just get to that. All right, guys, now what we're gonna be doing is screwing in the gear doors. So let's get that. Okay. All right, y'all, she's almost done. Look at this, guys. We did the drop tanks too. I don't know if I show you guys the process of that. I don't think I did. Yeah, we did a white little strip and a black tip. So yeah, it's just we're gonna see what we're gonna do for the decals, and other than that, let's just see what else we gotta do. All right, let's get these decal stickers off. Or the decal, the paint. There we go. right, y'all, now what we're gonna do is take off the tape of the canopy. Now we're gonna take off the tape for the drop tanks. All right, guys, so right now what we're gonna do is we're going to cut out this decal right here, Decal Aviation, or Decal. We're gonna be using a razor to cut it out, so we're gonna be using that for the tail. So we're gonna hope for the best on this. So yeah, let's get to cutting. All right, guys, now that we have this done, we're gonna go outside and put it on the tail. All right, yeah, we got it up on there. I don't think it's gonna turn out the way we want it to, but hey, it is what it is. We don't got any decals, can't find any online, so let's just get the spray painted. All right, guys, now we're gonna do the clear coat. It's a little dark, it's pretty dark out, so we're just gonna get this done pretty quick. All right, she's looking good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the thrust tube protector. So let's do that. All right, guys, now we're just gonna clear coat this just for a better look, a more realistic look. Guys, look at this beauty of a plane. This is the finished look of the Freewing Mirage 2000V2 80mm. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, we got the drop tanks on here, the gear doors. Let's see if we can get a better look at it. Take the drop tank off. Get that off. Got the drop tank off. There it is. The gear doors, both of them are like that. I think it looks absolutely stunning though. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. It would really help me out. Make sure to turn on that post notification button for more videos like this and for flights. And we'll see you guys in the next video.